my name's Mandy and this is my channel Make It Sew. Welcome if you're new to my channel and welcome back if you've seen my videos before. So today is Friday Sews and I am filming this late to be released on Sunday, but I've not done one for 2 weeks, so hopefully I can show you what I've been up to. The first thing I did was on the Sunday after finishing my 2 night shifts and also having to work slightly longer because the clocks went back in England, I attended the Seven Social, which was a virtual social with Sam from Sequin Girly Creates and also Christine from GeminiStitches. They're both really kind enough to shout out my channel as well the next week, so thanks for that. And so I decided, because I probably wouldn't be able to concentrate on too complex a pattern, that I would cut out the triangles and rectangles for the closet core scrap busting puffy pattern that my daughter had got some fat quarters from Aldi for. So they were both lots were autumn themed. So I cut that all out and I managed to sew up the top, which was all the triangles together, and then the rectangle, which is all the sides, while I was doing that social. And that was it for then. And then we had, of course, Halloween. So that was the Tuesday night. I'm going to insert some pictures because my daughter loves Halloween and my husband and son love eating the food that we prepare, and we always like to do some Halloween themed food for the night and have a little party ourselves. So that was really good. After that, what did I get up to? Lots of work. And then on the Friday, I finally got back to Walpole at the Walpole Sewcial because I wasn't blocked by the weather like I was the time before. And while I was there, I cut out the Marni cardigan from Sew Over It, and I was using some purple fabric that I'd shown you in my knitting and stitching fabric haul video. So I did that while I was there. That took me a bit longer than I thought because, like I've said before, it's not just about sewing when you go to a social. So that was really good to see everybody again and meet some new people as well. So after that, I then went to another social. Lots of sewing things at the moment. So I went and met some lovely ladies in Lincoln. It does take me just over 2 hours to get there, so it was a long day, but it was really worth it. I've got to meet the lovely Emma who runs it, and I managed to sew up my Whistler sweater, which I'm wearing today. This is slightly looser and bigger than my last two, just because of the fabric I used. This was again from the Knitting and Stitching show. It was a lovely Ponte. So I managed to sew it all up while I was there, except I didn't have any buttons. So when I got back, I had a look in my stash and I couldn't find anything that was big enough for the front. So the next day, I suddenly had a little brainwave and I thought, hang on a minute, I have some fabric covering buttons. So I looked in my scrap fabric drawer and I found, hopefully you'll be able to see them, some lovely fabric that I had left from when I made some necessary clutch wallets. So I only needed about that much and I made 2 buttons, so that finished it. Again, it was a lovely easy sew. As I know what I'm doing with that pattern now, it makes it a lot easier. So that is my 3rd one, and I'm not going to say it's my final one either, but I have managed to find a couple of other sweater tops in the last week where I've bought the patterns to add to my collection, and I'm going to leave it and surprise you when I do it rather than tell you all about it now, because I am hoping to make some plans for the rest of the month into December, and I'm going to be doing that next week. So the next project that I did was something that's been one of the things that I've wanted to do for a long time, but then something else distracts me. If you follow me over on Instagram, then you would have already seen this transformation video. I'll pop it in on the side. So it's a simple project, and it's my tabletop ironing board cover that I keep in my sewing room, and the lovely Claire McCannis from Beautiful Things has a tutorial on YouTube. I'll put a link below if I can find that one, and she just gives you instructions on how to trace around your existing board and what you need to do, and it's got bias binding underneath and you put cord elastic around it. So it's ever such a simple make, but compared to what it looked like in the video you'll see, I think that's so much nicer and a lot brighter and cleaner, obviously. So that was that one. Then I finished my Marni cardigan. So I'll get the pattern and then I can show you what it looks like on the line drawing. Here we go. So you can have two lengths. I've showed you this again in my knitting and stitching vlog because I bought this one at the knitting and stitching show on the Sew Over It stand. I did go for the shorter length, and the measurements I normally come up with would have meant making a size 16, but I looked at it, and while I was at Walpole when I was cutting it out, I chatted to someone else and we both discussed and agreed that maybe I should size it down to a 14. So that's what I did, and it fits lovely. And there's only one thing I'll point out on this. In the instructions on the neckband it says you could machine tack this in place first to make sure it's nice and neat, and it's relating to this bottom piece here, because when you're sewing it obviously sometimes things can stretch or move. So what I did was I did tack it first just to make sure it was flush. I'm glad I did, because that definitely does make a difference. And the other thing it says is if you want to top stitch the neckband near to the seam, you can. And again, I did that just because it felt more secure that way, and it stops the seam rolling and moving every time. Also, I would say to you, just be careful when you're sewing the seam on the neckband when you top stitch it, because I did actually catch some of it to start with, so I had to unpick it, which was not too bad to do. But I found this make was a lovely easy make, and the pockets and everything, it didn't make sense to me to start with, but once I sewed it up I'd done it right, so you know, it is a really lovely make. So I'm hoping to make another one of those, but I've got so many other plans for tops and things at the moment that might not be till next year now. So I haven't really sewed much yet, and it is due to work and life really. So I am hoping to get a couple of days this week where I will be able to concentrate on my sewing. I've still been trying to put some of my patterns on Stash Hub, and that is taking me a long time, especially as when I went to my Thursday sewing group this week, one of my friends said, would you like these patterns? So I've had a look through them, and there's quite a few things that I would like to keep in there. So again, I'm going to have to load them up to Stash Hub, so it could be longer than 6 months at this rate. When you watch this video, I would have been already, but I'm going to join a friend from the Dereham Stitchers group to go to Birmingham Rag Market on Saturday. There's a coach going from Dereham right up to Birmingham, and we're going to get there probably about 11, and then we're there till 5. So we're going to look around the rag market. We're both taking a little travel suitcase because we know it'll be quite heavy otherwise, and just spend the day fabric shopping, which is going to be lovely. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then on when is it, Thursday again I've got my Dereham Stitchers group, and I'm hoping to film a couple of other vlogs this week, one being what I plan to make for Christmas gifts. It's not the gift to November, although some of those gifts I'm hoping to enter for that. I've just had to order some fabric for one of them, so I'm hoping that'll arrive so I can show you exact fabric I'm going to use. And also I'm going to finally be filming my sirloin for the new look N6650 dress that I said I'd do. I haven't got all the professional equipment yet, so I'm hoping the bits I've got make it clear to everyone what I'm doing, and I'm also going to be using darker thread so you can see what I've sewn as well. On Friday I'm going again to Walpole Sewcials, so I haven't planned yet what I'm going to make there, so it's definitely going to be a planning week this week, and then hopefully I can make some things as well. So that's it really. Oh yeah, one more thing, sorry, I'm all over the place. On Thursday I'm starting the So Confident capsule collection course, so we're going to be introducing ourselves to everybody and seeing what's in store. I've managed to do it so that I can attend most of the Thursday night courses, so I'm really excited about that, and we should be getting our box soon with all the fabric, so I'll be able to show you through that as well, hopefully. So whatever you're up to this week, hope you're sewing at some point like me, and if you could like and subscribe this video, that would be great. It helps grow my channel. I'm still classed as a small channel, but it's just lovely reading all your comments. It's good to know that, you know, you're enjoying what you're watching, and hopefully you can share what you've made. And have you discovered the Whistler sweater yet? Because if you haven't, you need to. Okay then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.